Before the video gets started, this is the TNC 225R by DNT Optics. They sent it out to me to try it out and to show you guys. So I just wanted to show you like the size of it. Let me zoom out here. There you go. So it's a very affordable, compact, multi-function. You got night vision, you got thermal, day and night. You got all kinds of stuff on here. And it's, like I said, affordable, very compact, and very powerful for the size of this thing. So please check out the video, and then check out dntoptics.com if you want Pop to survive. Okay, I can already hear in the comments, why in God's name did you put a nice scope on a cheap shotgun? But hear me out. They both have one thing in common, and that is they are both a lot of fun. Okay, as you can see, they are both extremely fun. This shotgun, every time we go shooting, I take this thing out. Yeah, it's a cheap Chinese shotgun, but it works, and it is tons of fun. And so is this optic, because if you're a serious hunter, it can be serious, works great. If you want to have fun with it, you can have fun with it too. You can mount it on pretty much any kind of gun you can think of. I have it on this 12 gauge shotgun right now. You'll see in a video, I had it on my 300 blackout, 223. I had it on my 308. I don't know if I got any film with that. It'll work with anything. So there's different profiles you can put in there. I'll go over that. I'll show you how to do that later on in the video here. So you can put on different guns and switch, and you should be ready to rock and roll. So we're going to have some fun with this. I'm going to go over, this is the TNC 225R, and every time I come here, I always find a 50 cal bullet from like Thumper or something. So we're going to go over the pros and cons of this scope. Really, I'm just going to get the cons out of the way. The only thing I had a problem with, it's a little confusing at first. I read the book before I even tried it. I was used to my ATN scope, which is, I mean, completely different setup. So you'll see in a video, I had some issues. Like, so one thing you really got to do, I set my day and night scope, but you also have to set your thermal scope. It's the same process, and it has picture in picture. So if you'll see it in the video, you'll have night vision on or thermal, and then you can have up in the up corner, you can move it around. You can have the opposite, and your reticle should be in the same spot. I did not have my thermal sighted in, so that was my fault. So you can see the reticles are off, and I was moving the camera around not just because I was drinking, but because of I didn't have my reticle set. So I was just trying to move around on a deer so you could get an idea what it looks like and stuff. So it does use an 18650 battery on the other side here, which is kind of nice because you can carry, you know, throw them in your back or in your pocket or book bag, and you don't have to charge it up then. So I do like that feature. And it has, I want to say 24 gigabyte internal storage. I filmed a whole bunch of stuff with it, and it wasn't even close to being full. So then you can just put a Type-C to your phone, even if you want, or your computer, and you can download everything straight off there. There's pictures, videos, and really good quality, crystal clear optics. One thing I had to learn too is you have to really set your reticle there. You have to focus it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the right word for it. So one's thermal, one's night vision, and you got to play with it whatever range you're at. So once I got the hang of that, it was running smooth, super clear. Probably not as good as a regular like high quality glass. So we're at 300 there. Let's see if you can put, okay, there we go. So I'll go over some more things. Let's take a quick ADD break, and because it is a shotgun and it is fun. I got a bunch of water jugs here, and I'll set my camera up so you can see outside, and then we'll record from the camera on a daytime so you can see it shooting. Obviously I did not sight it in for the 12 gauge. We're just going to run it. Okay, as you can see, it is crystal clear. I noticed I tried this before, and it has an automatic recoil activation, which is nice if you're hunting, but if you're just shooting like a 12 gauge, it kept turning on and off, so you can turn that off. And like I said, I think it was hitting low, so it's aiming a little higher. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's still recording too, we're good. Woo! Yeah, 12 gauge, a lot of fun. I think that's all the targets. Yeah, we're out. So, you can see, lots of fun. Telling you, there's just something about a 12 gauge and night vision that just gets American blood pumping, isn't it? So, I'm going to go over a couple of features and how to use them and stuff. So, I spent almost a month with this optic, and thank you to dntoptics.com for sending this out to me to try. Make sure you check them out, because at the price point of this, I want to say it's about like 1,300 bucks, you know, give or take. There's different models and stuff. They have one that has like a rangefinder. This has a laser rangefinder. Okay, I just want to pause it here real quick. This does have a laser rangefinder that will automatically adjust, or it will show you in a reticle where to aim. So I'm going to show you that here real quick. This indicator is for your laser rangefinder. So this is at 200 yards, that's your holdover. This is 300, and that will be, okay, that's your holdover there. And then 4, and then that's 5. But like I said, it wasn't set up correctly in the profile. I say that because at the price point of what you get, you know, for 1,300 bucks or so, you ain't going to find another optic that works this good at that price point. Yeah, there's good ones out there, but you're spending $3,000-$4,000 for them. You know, this coming in at like half the price. Honestly, I'm not just saying this because they sent it to me. Like, they didn't pay me or anything. I'm just saying this because I would buy this optic. If I was looking for a thermal night vision scope that you could put on anything, honestly, I would buy this. And, yeah, so let's go over some of the features, because when I was hunting, we was in the rainy season. It was foggy, rainy, cold, and this does have, I did write it down, I forgot, an IP67 waterproofing, which will keep all the dust, fog, rain out of your optic. Like I said, it was raining, foggy, zero issues with it. What else? Oh yeah, it has a thermal lock, which is super sweet. You can pick it in options in the settings menu there, and it'll lock on the heat signature. I didn't really use that much, because I probably would have, if I had more time with the scope, if I was using it more often, I'd probably be something I would definitely use. But you can see I was just, the deer on my property there, I was filming them, and the dogs. So see, but crystal clear, the thermal. Like you said, you just got to make sure you adjust the thermal on it. And because if it's out of adjustment, my first use, like, oh man, this don't look good. I adjusted, oh man, crystal clear. It's pretty cool. Blue was out peeing in the yard. I got a video of him doing that. What else can I say about it? Oh yeah, the one-shot zeroing. So you're going to hit the power button. Okay, now you got a picture. That's where your gun was at. So now we're going to go to the y-axis, and we're, oops, so I fucked that up. Hit the wrong button, sorry, let me try again. Fat fingered it. Okay, now we're going to hit up on the setting button, which is like your up directional, and then we're going to go up to where that bullet impacted, which we're back at about 0 or a little, so that should be about right. And then you can change your color and then also your style right here, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool different ones. I should have took it off the target, but so I kind of like that one. And then just long press right, and then here we go. And then so we're back here, and let's take another shot. And we should be pretty close. Kind of my bad. Yeah, it looks like it's right on the, yep, right on the bullseye there. So we'll try some long range with it and see what it does. Okay, so as far as the night vision goes, it reach out 300 yards with the factory illuminator here. Okay, one other thing with the night vision with the IR, the illuminator, this screws in and out. So probably in is more of a flood than out is probably more of a zoom, so, or a focus beam. So that will allow you to see further at night too. There's so much to this. I keep finding like new things, different ways to do stuff. So I'm going to do another video on this scope too. So I had it out the range at night. I shot two or 300 yards. No, I was just 100 yards. Dude. Yeah, that's when I first had it. And I'll put the video in here. But keep in mind, that was that day it was raining and foggy. I hiked to the range and I didn't have my focus quite right. I was off because I was in a smaller area. But it worked good. I could see pretty good through it, and you know, making shots with a 300 blackout suppressor and subsonics. It was so much fun to do at night. And then at the daytime in the range, I had it on 223, I do believe. I was shooting 300, 400, 500 yards. Impact. Oh, I think that was right under it. I will say at 500 yards for it's a digital scope. It's good. It's not as good as a glass scope. It's not made for that. You know, you can use it for that, but it's not really made for that. You know, obviously a good clear glass it's gonna be better at distance than that. Picked up because the beginning of the day it was pretty cold, and then with the heat building up, you could see the mirage a lot on the digital scope versus a glass. But like I said, that's just what it is for what it is. Okay, just looking at the book here real quick, just to show you like the picture-in-picture, what it's supposed to look like when you have your reticles sighted in, right? They're both be on there. And then you can also zoom in your picture-in-picture and leave, like there, leave your main screen bigger. That way you can kind of see the reticle, and then you can kind of see what's going all around the animal or your target or whatever. So there's a lot to this. If you do go with this, read the book, spend a lot of time with it, and you will have a blast. It is well worth it. And thank you again for DNT Optics for sending this out. Just check them out. They have a lot of different stuff too. They have I want to say it's the Hydra series. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. If you have an LPVO, you can mount it on the side and flip it up. That way you can still use your LPVO and zoom in, zoomies. Okay, with all that being said, thanks for watching the video, guys. We're going to end this thing on another mag dump. Thank you again to dntoptics.com for sending this out. Check them out. All right, let's have some fun. I hate you, fire pit. There it is, guys. The TNC 225R by DNT Optics. Go check them out.